First gen students, how do you cope with family not really caring about what you're doing? This is such an important topic of conversation. I've gone through this, so many people I know have gone through this, children of immigrants, first gens, and it can feel really sad, lonely, and frustrating. Let's take a look at what the original poster said. I'm in my third year of a humanities PhD program, the only child of a father who did not graduate high school and a mother who did not go to undergrad, but later in life graduating the month she had me in her 30s. And none of my grandparents went to college either. Neither parents really gets what I'm doing with my career. Infamously, my mom didn't even remember the name of the MFA program I attended before this one. Even extremely successful people go through this too. And this reminds me of something that Julia Lee mentions at the end of her memoir, Biting the Hand, which is really excellent, and I recommend it. And I'm going to tell you what happens because there's no real spoiler alert. When Julia Lee sold her book, she said that she told everybody, Twitter, her friends, and she held off on telling her parents until the very end. She finally told her father this great news, which is a really, really big deal. It's very difficult to sell a book. He got so confused. He thought that she sold a book, like one copy. So he thought she made $20. And I want you to read the book, but to make a long story short, she really faced that situation with a lot of grace. There are so many different reasons why our parents may not understand these huge wins. We live very, very different lives than them. We've had a lot of opportunities and privileges that they've never had an open door to. This creates a gap between us. And yes, I want to encourage everybody to just keep talking to your family, to your parents. I mean, I'm guessing this is not like an abusive situation in this Reddit post. And for any of you who are not in an abusive situation, just keep them in the loop. Like, let them know what your hopes, fears, dreams, anxieties, and your big wins are. And they might not fully understand. But over time, it's my hope that through communication, keeping that line open, that gap can become a bit smaller. And if we read below, what's happening with this original poster is that they feel frustrated because they passed their comps. They were the first in their department to go through this very, very rigorous process. By the way, I know that this was posted 3 months ago, but I still want to say congratulations because passing your comps is a really, really big deal. And so they went and called up their dad, and the dad just seemed to be like, okay. And of course, this can be really disappointing because it might be a really big deal to you. You might have been thinking about your parents this entire time, and for that moment to feel flat and to feel like you can't really share it, it can feel very, very isolating, right? He does give the original poster congratulations. But hey, I want to commend this person for sticking it out in that conversation and just, explaining what it was and what the day was and why it's a big deal. Remember, you're definitely not alone in this situation, okay?